Hi everybody, Jillian here for Illustrated Faith's Print and Pray Shop, and I have a new Bible journaling process video for you today. I'm going to be using Brandy Kincaid's new set, Wait and Wonder. I've got a peek at it here since I pulled bits and pieces from it that I knew I wanted to use and then enlarged them. And I'm going to be journaling some sermon notes today, so I have those here that I will refer to when it comes time to kind of work on my title and do my journaling. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom in here so we can get started. Today I'm journaling in Luke 2, verses 22 to 35. This is when the infant Jesus is presented at the temple, and Simeon meets the Messiah after nearly a lifetime of waiting. So we looked at those who were considered righteous in the book of Luke, like Zechariah and Elizabeth, Mary and Joseph, and here Simeon, and how they waited and what that looked like and how that can inform how we wait for Christ still today for his second coming. So like I mentioned, I had isolated this particular word from Brandy's set and then I enlarged it. I did this in Photoshop, but you could use Microsoft Word even to resize this. So because it was pretty large and I wanted to have plenty of room to stamp and do other things, I scooched it over to the right where it's even going onto the page of text adjacent to it. So next I'm going to work on the rest of my title. This is a really fun stamp from Kelly Bangs, and it has just like words that we use frequently, but that maybe we don't necessarily want to emphasize. So like your, from, on, with, things like that. And so I'm using just some blue ink and a scrap of cardstock here to stamp the word with. And then I'm going to cut that out and then place it on that large word wait and continue to build my title from there. So there you go. I'm going to layer some of Brandy's star stickers underneath it so it doesn't get lost on the page. And then I really like this typed alpha for sermon notes. It's just a really easy one to use. And so I found a coralish color pigment ink from Studio Calico that matched Brandy's set pretty well, since I'm going to use other elements from her set. And now that I have all of the words down, I'm going to continue with my embellishing. So I have some washi tape here, a label that I typed on, and this is the Ray washi tape in the color Forest, I think. This coordinates pretty well with this set if you have some of this roll left over. And then the pink and red dots are just an older Amy Tangerine washi, and then I have the pink Lauren washi, I think, which came out earlier this year. So I'm going to kind of stack these up in a couple of different places, add some more stars, and then layer this label on top of it. I didn't need the whole thing, so I trimmed off maybe about a third of the label, and then I'm just going to figure out how to layer it here. I wanted to add some of Brandy's holly, but I had it printed on clear sticker paper and I wanted to use it to layer, and so I didn't want it to be transparent. So I just put it on, again, a piece of scrap white cardstock and then fussy cut that so that I could layer it on top of the washi. I thought originally I would kind of make a little cluster up here with the piece of holly and the label, but it just was covering all of the washi I put down. So I decided to reposition the washi and then place the holly elsewhere. So you can see the three words that I have stamped out are character, comfort, and certainty. And so the title of my page is See How the Righteous Wait with Character, Comfort, and Certainty. I added a couple of elements from the Advent kit, like that gold heart up towards the top by the label. And then I have this super old washi tape from Studio Calico, and I was kind of on the fence about numbering these three words, but I'm glad that I did in the end. And then I'll go ahead and continue with my notes. So from this passage in Luke 2 that I'm going to outline here with my pen now, my pastor observed and preached about the character of Simeon, how he waited for Christ with integrity, with intensity, with inspiration. He noted that comfort comes in our reception of Christ and our satisfaction with Christ, and he also pointed out the certainty with which Simeon waited, and then reminded us of what Hebrews 10:23 says. You know, the Lord always delivers on his promise. So we can wait in these ways too, with character and comfort and certainty in his promises, and that he will do what he says he will. So then I'm adding, just as finishing touch, some more of these stars. I added a date stamp. I'm adding a little bit of washi, and then that is it. I'm sharing a couple of close-ups and one final look coming up here in a second. But before you go, I just wanted to let you guys know that this will be my last video on the Illustrated Faith channel. I've had so much fun working on the creative team, and it's been a joy to get to know you guys and to create these videos for you. And now it's just time for this season to come to an end. So like usual, I have all of the supplies that I used linked down in the video description below. I hope you guys had a great Christmas, and I hope you have a wonderful New Year.